All right, good afternoon, STVM Baseball. We're going to talk a little bit about bunting today. All right, in particular, we have a couple sack bunt situations and a suicide squeeze situation we're going to look at, and then at the end of this video, there'll be a nice 5 to 6 minute segment with regards to the fundamentals of bunting teaching tool. So this is an example here. We have a runner at first base. Hitter has been asked to lay down a sacrifice bunt. When you're asked to lay down a sacrifice bunt, it doesn't mean that you got to bunt for a base hit. The ultimate goal is to get the bunt down, get it down to where it's not a hard hit back to the pitcher. And in this case, they'll do the job of what we're expecting to advance that runner to second base. Okay, you want to show this bunt earlier than you would and for a bunt for a hit, or earlier than you would in a suicide squeeze situation. All right, when you're in a sac bunt, you can literally at the first instant of a lift from the pitcher, you can get this bunt down, or you can start showing bunts. So let's run this here real quick. All right, pitcher lifts, hitter turns into the bunt position, and fortunately, it ended up being a bunt for a hit. The first base runner does a great job of seeing third base vacated and advance to third. All right, so I'm going to go back and review that again. Okay, and let's look at the timing here. Okay, so sac bunt. All right, so here's first movement by the pitcher, you can see. All right, we're still not showing it, maybe a split second late. We probably showed a little earlier. When we show it earlier, it just helps and makes it a little easier to get the bunt down. All right, we square, we square, and I think it's not necessary to move this foot all the way around. So we just want to pivot. We want just a nice pivot. All right, we want to get the barrel out in front of the plate. We want the barrel to be above our hands. Okay, our barrel above the knob. So we want to keep that positive bat angle on that barrel. And our goal is simply to get the bunt down. We want to stay behind the barrel with our eyes and see ball, barrel to our eyes. Okay, so in this case, all right, we drop the barrel. And when you drop the barrel, it results in a pop-up. Now, fortunately, this ball did land, and runner did a good job of reading this and seeing it down. All right, he takes off now, and it turns out to be a good situation. In that same game, we had another situation where we were asking a player to put a bunt down. This was a squeeze play. I'll play this through. All right, runner breaks on lift, and hitter turns, and fortunately we were able to score, but hitter did not get the bunt down. All right, you have to get the bunt down. The one thing I noticed here that we really don't coach is putting two hands up on, up towards the barrel. There's in the discussion after this, in the video after this, you'll see that is not the preferred means of bunting. It is done in some cases, but it's not what we're teaching here. And then we have to try to get that ball down and not pull it back. There's a couple other bunt situations. All right. This is in the Walsh game where we asked the player to put a bunt down. All right, and I'll play this through. Okay, we missed that one, and then I'll play this one through. We missed that one there too. So I wanted to look at this real quick, look at it closely. All right, we want to square early, so square right at lift. All right, so we can square now. All right, hitters now begins to square, pivots, does a good job of pivoting. All right, is doing a good job of setting the bat angle. All right, but what is happening is as the ball is approaching, we're dropping the barrel, and in this case, almost attempting to swing. We want to go with our knees. We want to get to this pitch with our knees, and we want to see the ball down. All right, we don't want to get out of the box early. All right, this hitter did a good job of trying to see the ball down. All right, but didn't do a good job of keeping the barrel above the ball and using his knees to go out and get it. We also want that barrel out in front of the plate. We want to always try to stay out in fair territory in front of the plate. For that ball that goes straight down, it'll stay fair. Okay, so All right, so that's the examples I have with some in-game real-time film. And now here's a great video from Juan Pierre of the Marlins on some good tips for bunting.
Hi, I'm Juan Pierre, Major League Baseball player. Today's tip is the fundamentals of bunting. This is kind of a lost art at the professional level, but it's always something everybody needs to do, whether you're 5 years old all the way up to a guy in the minor leagues. I know they always have these guys in the minor leagues, pro guys, that's power hitters, and they don't learn how to bunt. But guess what? When you come to big leagues and you're a rookie, the manager might ask you to bunt, so you better know how to bunt. So this is a key fundamental for me. First of all, you want to get in your stance, and this is the sacrifice bunt, which the base hit bunt and sacrifice bunt are the same for me. What I want to do right now, when you know the sacrifice bunt is on, which you always taught, which I do some, but you always taught, if you know the coach, you look at the sign, you get the signs. If you stand back from the plate, you want to get your sign. If you know the bunt's on, you want to get closer, a little bit closer to the plate and up a little bit. And the reason why is when you turn and square around, you got a lot of more fair territory to deal with. So if you're back here and bunt it this way, the ball can still go fair. But if you're back here in the back of the box and you get out here and bunt, you have no plate coverage. Your plate is almost behind the home plate. So if you bunt it over here, the ball is going foul. Over there, same thing is going foul. So what you want to do is get closer to the plate, a little bit further up in the box, so you can have a lot of foul territory to come with. That's the first thing. The second thing is the stand. I would not teach anyone to come all the way like this, because if a guy's, the high level you get up to, the guys throw harder, and if they come in, you cannot get out the way. You will have to, move out the way. So I do not encourage this. I know some guys, people do, but I do not encourage you to turning all the way around to the pitcher. What I like to do is, personally, I get in my stance. All I like to do is drop this back foot, and I'm right here. And the reason I do this is because I can cover the outside part of the plate. When you hear, if a ball's on the outer half, you have no plate, you have to lunge out for it. And when you do that, you usually pop the ball up. So that's why I just get right here and I turn this back foot in right here. So I got all plate coverage. So I can bunt it here, here, even back here, I can still bunt that ball fair. So that's all I do. I want to get right here, turn, and right here. Next is my hands. As you can see, my hands are separated. I do not encourage anyone to have their hands close together like this, because you have wiggle with the bat. And then when you wiggle with the bat, you can pop it up. Worst of all, you pop it up and hit it in your face. But right here, you don't have no bat control. The barrel of the bat will do anything, and it causes the ball to pop up. So I like to separate. You might not have to go all the way down, but you got to get some separation right there with your hand. Another thing with your hands, you want to keep these hands back. You don't want to grip the bat like that, because the ball can hit your fingers and it will hurt. Trust me, I've done that a couple times. So you want to make sure you get your hands out, your fingers out of the way of the ball when it comes. So you right here and you can move anyway. This is wrong. This is right. So that's all you want to do right there. You want to get in your stand, drop, and this works for right-handed or left-handed bunters. So you want to get in, drop the bat, and you're right here. Another thing is your legs. This is where you adjust with. You don't adjust with the ball. Ball up, you here with it. The ball down, you go down here and get it. You do it with your legs, not with the bat. If you do it like this, again, if you up here, ball pop up, or you really rarely bunt the ball fair. You always foul it off like that. And definitely if the ball's down, you got no chance of keeping that ball fair. So the main thing is you adjust with your legs. Here you go. Pitch up, here, here. Pitch down, you adjust with your legs. So you up and down with your legs like that. And you got the plate covered. So if a ball's away, you just lean back on that back leg. Bam. So you got the plate covered. Same thing here, ball in, bam. And the last thing is setting your angles. If you know the man on first base, you preferably like to bunt the ball to first base so the first baseman could come in, because he's got to hold the guy on, so he has to stay there a second longer. And the thing is, when you bunt that angles, you want to set your bat angle early. You want to get here. If you know you bunting the first base, set your bat angle. If you're left-handed, you set it at the shortstop. You're right-handed, you set it at the second baseman. So when you set your angle like that, That's all you gotta do is bunt the ball. The angle is set, so once it hit it, it's gonna go that way. It has no choice but to go that way. So you wanna set your angle early. You don't wanna get here and then know you gotta bunt the first base and then you try to hook it like that. No, you wanna go in there, set your bat angle early, and you just wait for the ball to come. Bunt it to third base. Guys on second base, first and second. You want to bunt it to third base preferably, because the third baseman has to hold because he doesn't know if the guy at second is going to run or not. So you want to go over there. And right here, set your angle early. You want to be parallel right here. So when the ball hits, it's going to go that way. When you go into first, you set it out front. Go into third, you have it parallel, right in front home plate, and the ball has to go there. And those tips right there will help you become a better bunter and have you more relaxed and all that at the plate. So again, what I like to do, drop the bat leg, hands separated, adjust with the legs, set the angle early. Now I'm gonna demonstrate a couple of bunts so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. This is the bunt to first base. Here I'm gonna wanna set the ball, set my bat angle early, drop the bat leg, and then the ball is gonna go to first base. There it is, right there. You don't have to reach. Ball right there, set the angle, bam. You don't have to move the bat. That's key. You don't have to move the bat. Right there. See the ball's down a little bit? Adjust with the legs. You don't go down like that. You adjust with the legs to go down there. That's the ball to first base. And here's the ball to third base. Once again, set the angle straight. The angle straight, ball's got no choice to go there. You right there, turn, straight, bam. Ball right there. One more. Right there, bam. And that's basically it. Setting the angle, getting your feet right, and remember to stay relaxed, breathe, and all the pressure's on the pitcher. So with all those tips, if you do those right, you'll be a pretty good bunter.